Page 60, Shepherd's Song. At the top of the page, introducing you to another musical term we use a lot. RIT period. That is the abbreviation for retardando. It's short. Retardando is such a big word, so typically they won't put that long a word in the music. Normally there isn't even room. So they just use RIT period because that just takes a little room. That's all. You're liable to see either one. It doesn't matter. Gradually slowing down is like I picture in my mind, picture a train coming into a stop, except we're not going to stop. We're just slowing down, and that's really what this is. You get it at the end. We're on bottom of page 61. You see the retardando between. So however fast we're going, 1, 2, 3, 1, because this is in 3/4 time. Then at the end it'll be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, done, or whatever. So even in the last measure, when you're holding that note, because remember a dotted half note is the same as 3/4 notes, gets 3 counts here. So you'd still continue to slow down the count even while you're holding that. So it sounds like that dotted half note is longer than 3 counts. It isn't. You just slowed down. That's all. How much you slow down? That's back to interpretation. That depends. What do you think it should be? When we do the play with me parts with the metronome, I can't slow down because the metronome won't do that. So we'll skip the slowing down part. You have to put that in yourself later on. Now, as far as shepherd songs goes, the 3/4 time, as I said, and we're still in the C position because we're looking at these notes. I'm going to kind of take both hands the same here at the beginning. It's here, here. Just connect all the notes. And then the right hand, the second line is here. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. There's a rest at the end of that line. Make sure you lift up. The left hand has a note, so and then over top of page 61, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, tie. See that F is tied, so you can hold that down for 6 counts. Isn't that going to be fun? I know you're going to love it. So you go through this whole right hand, make sure you got it. Left hand here at the, not so much at the beginning, it's over on page 61 is where we really need it. Is at the end, the last 2 measures, the first line. You have the F and the G, it's here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then these chords, the C chord. And then in the third line, you got to come up. I don't know why they didn't circle the number, but they didn't. Okay, that typically you wouldn't be circled anyway, it doesn't matter. But you got to come up. Second finger, you're coming up here. You got rests, you got time to move, just come up here. So it's 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then during those rests, you come back down for the C chord. Then in the last line, the last 2 measures, you have the broken C chord. Remember what a blocked chord and a broken chord is? A blocked chord is when they're all the same time, and a broken chord is anything else. So it's different patterns. Doesn't matter what the pattern is. So here it's this, and then the last measure, that's a C that has the 8VA under it. Remember what that is all about. So we got a lot of remembering going on here. Go down an octave. So the last note is here. You're saying third finger. It doesn't matter what finger you use. Just play the note. Use a finger. I'll show you different ways of doing this a little bit later. Let's put the hands together. Here. We did this already. Go to the second line. Three, 1. You get the idea? Go down to the last line. Like so. That's how that would go. Sort of. Then when you can do that, let's put in the articulation. The slurs and the staccatos. I don't know that there's any accents. This is a gentle song. This is like a nocturne or a berceuse, a cradle song, a song to put you to sleep. Gently. Slurred. opinion, that first line you could slur the whole line together. I think I would rather have it all slurred together, but they're showing two separate slurs in there, which means you lift up between them. I'll leave that up to you. The pedal's going to cover it up, but even if the pedal covers it up, you still do it with the hands. So the second line, everything is connected here. It's all legato. Now here, lift up, a little silence before you play the G. Now we get staccatos in the left hand. Just wrist staccato here. 2, 3. So lift up between all these slurs. Then we can add the dynamics. Well, it starts out soft. You'll have to decide what soft is. It's just, what do you think soft? And the second line is moderately soft, so it's a little louder. Not as soft, just. And this is the melody. This is what we want. That's what's moderately soft. The left hand has to be really soft. So we want to hear the melody. And then over on top of page 61, we're still soft here. And the last two measures here, they put a soft for the left hand. In my opinion, that's unnecessary, because you should also already be soft or very soft, either one. We need to hear that F all the way through both of those measures. While you're doing these chords, I still want to hear the F. So keep the chords soft. And we're moderately soft. Well, we were before, but they messed it up putting that P in there. And you're staying moderately soft to the last line, then you go back to soft. And now it's both hands because there is no melody. And then retardando. I use fifth finger because it's closest. I don't have to move as far, but you can use any finger you want. Another thing you can do here at the end, where you're here, that last note, rather than using the left hand, you can, if you want, take the right hand and put it down. Play it with the right hand. See, just because a note's on one staff or the other doesn't mean you have to use that hand. There's no rule says that. Some teachers teach that. Oh, it's in the bottom staff, you got to use the left hand. Whichever hand is convenient, that's the hand I use. So if you want to do that, you can do that. If you do that, keep the left hand here until the whole thing is over, and then both hands will come up together if you do that. Otherwise, you come down with whatever. Now they've added pedal. Well, all right, let's talk pedal. You can play the whole piece just fine without pedal, but okay, it's fine. It adds the overtones. You're going to push the note down first, and then the pedal. Like so. I want to start the note, I want to start the sound before I release the dampers is the idea. And you're leaving the pedal down until the top of page 61. When you play the F, right after you play the F, lift the pedal right then. So it's here. Again to the last line. You push the pedal down right after the first note. You leave it down for the whole line. And then at the end, the hands and the pedal come up together. And that's the pedal. That's how you do the pedal. I'd like to play this with you very slowly to double check the notes and the rhythms. I'm not going to do the dynamics, but I will do the pedaling, even though I don't care for it, but I'll go ahead and put it in. So I'll give us 3 counts, and let's try it together. 1, ready, go. Let's do the duet. So put your hands where they go. You can use the pedal if you want. And I'll give you 3 counts and we'll begin. 1, ready, go.